guys, welcome to Stay Awake, where I encourage everyone who's watching to stay awake to what's really going on in the world. Like for instance, this. This story is horrible, but I feel like I really need to expose it. After watching this, I was just so saddened and sick to my stomach, so let's get into it. The footage you were about to see was taken from an undercover meeting with the leadership and owner of Planned Parenthood's longtime partner in fetal tissue harvesting. Some viewers may find this content disturbing. Well, I hope so, because this content is disturbing. On May 22, 2015, investigators posing as fetal tissue procurement company met with CEO of STEM Express, LCC, Kate Dyer. STEM Express has partnered with Planned Parenthood affiliates around the country to harvest aborted baby parts since its founding in 2010. Former STEM Express employees say the company paid Planned Parenthood $50 to $75 per baby body part. It's disgusting. Our partnership with STEM Express is beneficial in a number of ways. First, it allows us to continue life-saving research that is advancing diagnostic and medical care. Second, STEM Express has a plug-in solution that allows us to add additional clinics quickly. Lastly, I feel confident that our patients' anonymity is secure through their strict protocols and practices. Dr. Dorothy Ferguson from Planned Parenthood.
So many of them think they can, right? So many of them think they have the volume, and it's like not really. And so many physicians are like, "Oh, I can totally procure tissue," and they can't. So it's a lot of misinformation. You deal with that quite a bit. Yeah. Well, I think I was looking on the website a little bit earlier today and just sort of seeing all the different things that you have listed there. I think on the topic, on the fetal tissue side of it, it'd be helpful for us to understand volume-wise. I mean, realistically, if we were to do an agreement with you guys, what do we think you could get? I mean, what do you feel like you could get?
Volume-wise?
Yeah,
okay.
On specifically liver tissue, because that's such an area of demand for us.
Right. So liver and what about intact specimens?
Oh, yeah. I mean, if you had intact cases, which
Intact cases, which means a fully aborted baby.
We've done a lot, so we've sometimes shipped those back to our lab in its entirety. Oh, yeah, I mean, if you had intact cases, which we've done a lot, so we've sometimes shipped those back to our lab in its entirety. So that would also be great if you have
the entire case.
Yeah, because it's just, again, the procurement for us, I mean, it could go really sideways depending on the facility.
Yeah.
And then our samples are destroyed, and we're like, really? This was all so much work, and then just...
This was all so much work.
To have them be destroyed is awful. I mean, we have, researchers wait forever and they want certain things perfectly done. So, we started bringing them back even to try to manage it from, procurement expert standpoint.
What goes wrong? Tell me what goes wrong that you think you're getting something and it doesn't come through.
I think for us, for the liver tissue, focusing to that piece at least, we've seen like doctors provide blood clots. Oh yeah, we've got a liver. They think it's a liver and it's a blood clot. So we've seen plenty of those. We can always tell right away because it's just red water by the time it gets to us.
She's laughing about this. Oh, it's just water when it gets to us. This lady's disgusting.
So it's like, wow, it disappeared out of the conical container.
How did it crawl out of the container?
Yeah, and there's just so much too. Contamination-wise is another big issue. I mean, so we've seen all sorts of things, but yeast contamination, that can be an issue. We have a number of quality checks we have to go through with things internally, just to make sure that we're not, investing a bunch of money into trying to isolate cells just to find out that they're contaminated. So it's just, there's a lot of steps there too that the researchers ask us to do. So, yeah. And then we'll do testing on our site, so we'll be able to see, and sometimes we find that it's going to be clinic specific. I've seen really rampant problems with that.
The two that are posing, they're posing as people who are in the system to do this kind of stuff. So that's why they're eating, because I was appalled that I said to my brother, like, these guys, they're eating while they're talking about this. Like, it just disgusted me. And he said, well, yeah, they're posing. Like, they have to do that to try and, like, stay undercover. But, how...
bacteria in certain clinics. Some where you're kind of like in question of really should they, I've seen staff come out of clinics, so I mean I've seen all sorts of things come out of clinics. So
Just the different sites that we visit.
exactly, right? So it's how serious the clinics sort of, in their own facility kind of looking at that too. But so then I mean on the range piece, and what do you guys feel like you could do on that front? Maybe
So what would keep your lab happy? Like what would make your lab happy?
another 50 livers a week.
So what would keep your lab happy?
Another 50 livers a week.
Another 50 livers a week.
Okay.
Okay, so you can handle that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean it's volume for us, and this is
It's volume for us, so we need more aborted babies, please. This is just disgusting.
you guys know too on the collection side for us, we're also, as you see Megan out there at clinics, right? I mean we're working with almost like triple-digit number of clinics.
Triple-digit number clinics. That's how many clinics are out there that are needing, for research purposes, aborted baby parts. Ugh.
So it's a lot on volume. And we still need more than what we do. So it's a lot. Yeah.
So,
So I don't think you're going to hit a capacity with us anytime in the next 10 years.
well, I mean, going into it knowing it has to be financially beneficial for you.
Yeah, and both of us, for
Right,
sure.
right. And so promising the providers, making it financially beneficial for the clinic.
Yeah, there's clinics out there that have been burnt that feel like they're doing all this work for research and it hasn't been profitable for them.
Really?
No, do you feel that way? Sorry, that was.
Oh, I thought you were saying that.
Yeah, no. Okay, good. Yeah, I was gonna say I don't see that either. I feel like there's clinics out there that have been burnt that feel like it hasn't been profitable for them. I was gonna say I don't see that either.
Are you kidding me? This is just disgusting.
I haven't seen that piece either with that. As you probably know, potentially, I mean, I think that one of the issues with neural tissue is so fragile. It's insanely fragile.
Right.
And, I don't even know. Whenever you're ready, no rush. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, guys. That's very sweet. I was going to say is that I know we get requests for it's the hardest thing in the world to ship.
You do the whole Calvarium.
That's it. Yeah, that's the easiest way. And I mean, we've actually had good success with that in the past. So,
Make sure the eyes are closed.
She's laughing at this. It's disgusting. Let's move on.
tell the lab it's coming. Then I'll open the box. Oh, God.
Yeah. Blasphemy too.
So, yeah, where so many of the academic labs cannot fly like that. They're just not capable.
Why is that? I don't understand that.
It's almost like they don't want to know where it comes from. I can see that. Where they're like, we need limbs, but no hands and feet need to be attached. And you're like,
They just want the long bones and they don't want to see that
they want you to take it all off. Like, make it so that we don't know what it is.
Yeah.
It's like,
Bone the chicken for me, and then
that's it. It's sort of
and
like,
then I'll eat it.
But we know what it is. And their lab techs freak out.
Their lab techs freak out. Well, maybe that's because, you know, they have a conscience.
And have meltdowns, and so it's just kind of like, yeah. And I think, quite frankly, that's why a lot of researchers, ultimately, some of them get into a lot of other things, right? They want to look at bone marrow, they want to look at adipose, they want to look at, adult human, kind of adult-based sampling, because they sort of want to get away from having to publish a picture,
Publish a picture.
a paper that says you derived this from fetal tissue.
Okay.
Do you feel the same kind of support like from Cecile and from Deborah? And
Yeah, and just, everyone at PPFA and just, the affiliates. I mean, I just think you're either in the cause or you're not.
Yeah.
And if you're not in the cause, like, they don't need you around.
You need to get out.
They need champions. And if you're not a champion, you should go.
yeah.
If you're not a champion, so if you're not somebody that, can cut up an aborted baby fetus, then you should go. Are they hearing themselves?
Because that's just, and I don't know, the clinics, they're very guarded, as they should be.
Yeah.
And who do they let in their house? They want champions in their house, right? So it's just, I think it's that
That sounds so much like a secret society. Let's cover this up.
same concept, and PPR's just never truly understood that.
Yeah.
And I think that it's been sort of a downside to that.
Are you seeing any trends between the independents versus Planned Parenthoods, or your percentage right now breakdown? Are you doing like is it pretty split evenly, 50-50?
Probably is. I don't know. It is different, but you know, I don't know that I can think really one has more pros or cons than the other. I mean, Planned Parenthood has volume,
Right.
you know, because they're a volume institution. Planned Parenthood has volume,
Right.
you know, because they're a volume institution.
Right.
Doing abortions all the time for these sick supply people. I'll leave a link in the description below for this video if you want to share it and get the message out there, because this is sick and we need to expose it. After seeing that footage, I feel like it's now more important than it ever has been before that we get into the loving arms of God. So whether you're Christian or not, I'd really like you to say this prayer with me right now. Our Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our trespasses as we forgive those who trespass against us. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from the evil one. For thine is the kingdom and the power and the glory, forever and ever. Amen. That's from Matthew 6:9-13.